Hello, this is Minecraft here, and I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. And today I'm bringing you a tutorial on how to make an AFK cobblestone generator without the use of hoppers. This is especially great for skyblock maps because obviously it is very difficult to get iron and skyblock in large amounts. And that's why I devised this AFK cobblestone generator for survival maps like skyblock, and just if you don't want to use iron, to use hoppers. So let's just move on to the first step here. What you see in my hotbar is the materials you will need to build the AFK cobblestone generator, and the amounts of them, the amounts of the items corresponds to the actual amount you'll actually need. So you'll need 2 furnaces, 17 solid blocks. I'm just using iron just so it would look better and so you can actually see where the block ends, just because it has those sharp edges. You need 6 redstone, not counting for the redstone that you're actually going to need for the torches and for the droppers, and so on and so forth. You will also need at least 5 stone pickaxes to start off with, and 5 junk blocks. In this case, I'm using rotten flesh. It is optional that you use obsidian, chests, stone slab, some doors, and a hopper. A hopper and all of these other items can be omitted if you don't want to add them. However, these do add to the efficiency of the AFK cobblestone generator. Of course, the whole purpose of this tutorial is to omit the hopper, so I do not recommend using a hopper. It will work just fine without it. So let me just set it to daytime / time set 0. So now let's move on to step 1. If you want to see the cobblestone generator in action, I'm going to put up the time when you need to skip to, and then just if you want to omit the tutorial. So let's proceed with step 1, which we're going to have to do is make a hole just like I'm doing here. And oh, I almost forgot, yes, you are supposed to make a hole like that. So then you put furnaces here, and at first it doesn't really make sense why you need furnaces, but it's just to make sure that the back block here does not get destroyed. And here's where the optional part comes in. If you have access to obsidian, I strongly recommend you use obsidian instead of furnaces. It works much better. However, you can omit this obsidian and simply use furnaces, because this is meant to be a very resource easy build. Now let's move on to step number 2. So what you're going to do for step 2 is actually place the lava and water in their corresponding places. So place the lava right here, and place water right here, and here's where another optional step comes in. You may choose or you may not choose to put slabs up right here. You can use any slab you like. Sandstone slabs, cobblestone slabs, but I just think it works best with stone slabs. And now on to step number 3. For step number 3, we will build up housing around the cobblestone generator and build the bases to make it an automatic one. To do that, you must first make a hole right here by breaking the block right here. Then you're supposed to place a dropper right here. Make sure it's facing this way or else it won't work correctly. Now put a block of iron right here on top of the furnace. Make sure to shift click or else it will go inside the furnace menu. Then build it up like that, destroy the block right here, then go 1 block up, and then such as what I'm doing right now, and then down here, and also make sure to shift click because otherwise it won't work. So now this is the bases, the housing around the cobblestone generator built. An optional step would be to add oak doors. It just makes it look much better, and it can also protect you from mobs. And now for step number 4. For step number 4, we will lay out all of the redstone that makes this farm automatic. So what you're going to do is just take a dab of redstone here, extend it such as I'm doing right now, then place a redstone right here, a solid block here, then grab your button and place one right here, then extend the redstone right there, 1, then place a solid block right here, place a redstone torch here, place a dropper here, make sure it's facing this way, grab your wooden pressure plate, place it right here, and this is it. All of the redstone wiring is now complete. For step number 5, we will be adding the finishing touches. since this is supposed to spit out an item onto this pressure plate right here and use this as a timer until the item despawns after 5 minutes, we're supposed to put a casing here just to make sure the item doesn't fall out and make sure that it actually falls down onto the pressure plate and not somewhere else. For that, just build a 2x2 wall such as I'm doing right now. It'd be nice to put a roof on here and just a block here, and this will protect the item from actually going somewhere else, because it actually can happen quite often. There's actually a very small chance that an item might even get spit out onto this block right here, in which case the timer will fail. However, this is rare. Another thing we will do is actually fill up all of these droppers. This dropper is supposed to be filled up with junk items. In this case, I'm using 9 stacks of rotten flesh. This could be any item as long as it's a junk item and you're not scared to lose it, because you will lose these items and just use the item that you have the most of, such as, I don't know, gunpowder or some rotten flesh or something such as that. And what you're going to do is fill up the dropper right here with stone pickaxes. One thing that you can do to increase the amount of pickaxes that can be stored is to actually take 1 hopper, and this is an optional step because this will work well without a hopper. However, you can destroy these blocks here, shift-click a hopper up right here, and then put up a chest up here. Make sure to shift-click, and that way you have a lot of more space to store pickaxes. However, you will have to use 1 hopper, and this tutorial is I devised this build just not to use hoppers, so I do not actually recommend using hoppers, because if you do have access to iron, then I do suggest that you actually use some other build. Another thing that you can do to increase yields is that you can actually go down here and you can place a hopper down here to collect the cobblestone that actually falls down, because sometimes the cobblestone is going to fall down there. And I don't know why this is so... Oh yes, I'm going to have to replace that. So anyway, you can put a hopper here just to make sure that the cobblestone that misses you and that you don't collect, it actually goes down there. And it's very, very easy. All you have to do is just place a hopper somewhere right there, and just shift-click a chest down here, and it will increase your rate somewhat. However, if you have very, very little iron or no access to iron at all, it's okay if you omit this step. This just simply makes the farm more efficient, but it's not completely necessary. It's omittable, just like the doors. So what I'm going to do is now actually test this and explain to you how it actually all works. It's a bit complicated, however, this is a design that uses the least amount of resources, and this, I wouldn't say this isn't exactly a very efficient design. However, it is automatic. So the thing that you're supposed to do to use it is, first of all, clear your inventory. What I'm going to do is take some steak, put it inside my inventory, take some cobblestone, and just take a bunch of cobble and fill up your inventory with cobblestone. Fill your whole inventory except 1 slot with cobble. So this is what you're going to do, and just leave 1 space open, and just this space right here. And so what you're going to do is press the button right now. What the button will do is it will activate this inverter here, activating the dispenser to shoot out rotten flesh onto here, which activates this dispenser dropper here, which spits out a stone pickaxe. This interlink between the 2 wires here is to make sure that when the rotten flesh despawns after 5 minutes, it sends out a signal back into the inverter, which sends a signal to the dropper to drop another item down here, which will despawn in 5 minutes. And when it despawns, it spits out another pickaxe when it activates again. And this little redstone right here is made so it will activate again once it despawns. So every 5 minutes, this dropper will spit out a pickaxe. I recommend using stone pickaxes, because if you do have access to iron pickaxes, I would recommend using a different design that as hoppers with it. However, this design is for those who do not have access to iron or don't have access to very much iron, because the designs that do use hoppers usually require quite a bit of hoppers, such as 5 or 10 hoppers, which does take quite a bit of iron. So what I'm going to demonstrate right now is I have to go to game mode 0, and when I press the button, one good thing is that will actually open the door for me. However, there's no door there, then nothing will happen. And unfortunately, one glitch that I have been encountering is that for some reason the dropper spits out 2 pickaxes, and that is because the signal goes into here, and then it loops around here, and then dispenses another one. And this is a big flaw in this design. However, it's not that bad because I tested it, and by the time, since it drops 2 pickaxes, you will actually pick up the second pickaxes when the first pickaxe breaks. So what I'm going to do is test it right now. So another thing that you're going to have to do is go into Control, and then switch your attacks destroy button to space, or any other button where you can actually place something on. And then what you're going to do is press the button, and then jump down into here, and then you're going to press the space bar. And then what you're going to do is, I don't know why there was a block there, but anyway. So now what you're going to do is, you're supposed to place a heavy weight on your keyboard. And what this does is that it holds down the button. Right now I just put a weight onto my, I put a weight for calibrating scales onto my spacebar. Right now I'm not pressing any buttons. And what's gonna happen is that by the time this pickaxe breaks, the clock, the redstone clock, will tick, and then it will dispense another pickaxe, which will go into the same inventory slot as the slot that I'm using right now. So, however, the dispenser, I mean the dropper in this case, the dropper only holds 9 pickaxes, so it's a bit inefficient, so you may only use 9 pickaxes. However, you can leave this for about 4 hours, and then you will get quite a lot of stacks of cobblestone. I've tested this in Skyblock, and it's actually fairly efficient. As you can see, some of the blocks actually get burned up in the lava. However, most blocks actually do reach you, and just like now, sometimes they fall into the lava and they still reach you. So as you can see, in the short amount of time that I've been using this, I've been completely AFK. I haven't been touching anything. I'm just sitting here and speaking it to the mic. So I wouldn't bore you guys out. If you want a longer video, or to maybe I can make a sped up video to show how effective this farm is. I actually invented this design myself today, and this is the first design that I saw on YouTube, or at least the first design that I've encountered that does not actually require hoppers. Many people advertise hopperless cobblestone generators, automatic cobblestone generators, that say that you just switch the pickaxes manually. However, this is inefficient, and this is a more automized version because it actually dispenses the pickaxes for you when the previous pickaxe breaks, so this allows for much longer AFK times without user interference. So thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate it that you got this far into the video. I will be releasing more tutorials soon. I might do another Skyblock Let's Play, or some more Let's Plays, maybe a super flat survival Let's Play, like a vanilla super flat. And of course, I will use this design to my advantage in such survival maps such as these, because such as Skyblock, because I'm actually going to test this out in my Skyblock Let's Play possibly, and I do have plans for more Let's Plays. So keep posted. Please subscribe, rate, and comment. See you all in the next video. This is Minecraft here, and it looks like this pickaxe is about to break, and just for the sake of the video, I will keep it that way just to show you how fast the pickaxe switches out. Now let me see. So it's I'm supposed to pick up another pickaxe right when this one breaks, and there we go, another pickaxe picked up. I've tested this, and I think you can go for about 2 to 4 hours of AFKing, and look at how much cobble I'm getting. If you just leave this for 4 hours, you're gonna get a bunch of cobble, and it's really great because you don't need any iron. All you need is just a few redstone and just your standard cobblestone generator. Thank you very much for watching. This was Minecraft. I'm out. See you all in the next video.